So here's my follow-up video to yesterday's video. Woke up this morning, um, talked to Downriver Spring and Alignment yesterday, let them know I'd be bringing the truck back in today. Called them this morning, let them know once again that I was going to be on my way down with my truck, and I was told that they would not be able to work on it today. So yes, I became a little aggravated. Kept my cool though. I let them know that that was wrong. I paid you guys to do a job, and it's not fixed. You guys should be working on my truck when I bring it in, not putting 20 other vehicles ahead of me, especially since I've already paid for the work. So at that point in time, I was told that they were no longer able to do business with me, which pissed me off pretty good too. And I turned around and I made it clear that that's bullshit. I paid you guys to do a job. It's not done. Problem's still there. Yada yada yada. And they're sitting there saying, "Well, we couldn't get the truck to do that." Yada yada yada. All that happy horse shit. So finally, he says, "You know what? Why don't you come down and talk to me versus talking on the phone?" So I go down there. I explain to him everything that's going on, and once again, he's explaining to me that 5 people drove my truck. Including one person that I really don't appreciate, and that was a gentleman from Grotchinson Towing. I guess he's a good buddy of theirs, but he took it for a drive, and I don't really appreciate that, but it is what it is. And they couldn't get to do it. Well, so they told me that this morning while I was there, and so we went through the write-up, and we made another one up. It's exactly what it's doing. So on and so forth. Well, then the owner, Travis, comes in. And he says, "What's going on, Leonard?" And I explained to him what's going on. And when I look at somebody and they're telling me something, I can usually tell if they're telling the truth or not. And Travis, when he told me that he could not get the truck to do it yesterday, so therefore he thought the problem was gone, the look in his eyes and on his face, I'm pretty sure he was telling the truth. So I showed him the video that I took yesterday of what my steering was doing and everything else, which I have not posted yet. And he says it was not doing that yesterday, when we were done with it. And he says, "Why don't we go out and look at it right now and see if it still is doing it?" So we went outside, started the truck up. As soon as I started the truck up, he gave me a look like, "You've got to be kidding me." And I looked at him and I said, "What's up?" And he says, "I can already hear the power steering pump." Duh. So I open the hood for him, and he's looking at it. Fluid level's where it should be. And he takes the cap off. He tells me to turn the steering wheel. Obviously, the power steering pump gets really loud at that point. Turn it to the left. Goes about 3/4 of the way before lockout, and it stops. It was like I was hitting a curb, even though I was free and clear of everything. Brought the RPM up, still couldn't turn it. Brought it back to the right. When he noticed that the return pressure coming back into the pump was not a stream, was not anything really more than a trickle. Okay? It should be definitely more than just a small trickle returning back into the pump. So then he tells me to hit the brakes while turning, and I let him know. I said, as soon as I do that, I'm going to lose all steering. It's going to lock up. And he gave me a puzzled look. I said, "Yep, that's what it's doing." He says, "Okay, we'll hit the brake and try and turn it." As soon as I hit the brake, steering locks up. I mean, literally locks up. And he says, "Don't touch anything. Keep your foot on the brake. Come around. I'm going to come around and I'm going to try turning it." He damn near was hanging off the steering wheel and still could not get it to turn. Now, he weighs probably about as much as I do, and that's about 200 pounds. You're going to tell me that 200 pounds hanging on my steering wheel, yes, I know it's not good for the column, but he's trying to turn it. Couldn't turn it. So, again, he goes back to the pump, and he looks at the return pressure again, and it's even less now. Let off the brake, kind of squirts out a little bit better, and then goes back to a slow trickle. So he says, "All right, let's go inside. We're going to price some stuff out." Now, mind this, price some stuff out. I'm already broke from this. So I walk in. He says, "I can get a refurbished pump for such and such a cost." And I looked at him and said, Travis, I don't have the money for this. He said, I didn't say I was charging you. So what they're going to do is they're going to replace the Hydro Boost head unit. He thoroughly believes that's what's wrong, and that's what he wrote it up as this time, is the Hydro Boost head, or the Hydro Boost unit. They're going to replace it, flush out the whole system again, and go from there. And hopefully that fixes it. But I won't know that for sure until tomorrow. Because not only are they going to do the Hydro Boost system, they're going to do an alignment on it to make sure that's not an issue. They're going to go through everything. They're going to eliminate each thing one by one. So hopefully I get my truck back tomorrow problem free, but we will see. So that is my update on the video right now from yesterday. If anything comes up of it, sooner, I'll post another video of it and let you guys know. Alright guys, 7-3 love and God bless.